In this video, we will briefly explore why learning about open access publishing is vital in today's information-saturated world. First off, we all know that nothing is ever truly free. Someone or some organization has to pay for the goods and services we enjoy. This is true for our everyday lives, as well as the arenas of academic research and publishing. When you are looking for peer-reviewed academic articles, you will most likely be looking in journals that the university pays an annual subscription to access. This can also be true for some news sources. However, there are more ways than ever to publish research. People blog or use social media tools to instantly share information. Obviously, as a scientist, you want quality, fact-checked research. And it's true that much of what you will access is in a paid-for subscription journal. So, is everything that's behind a paywall good and everything that's just posted online for all the world to see bad? Well, no. The answer is no. But it's a bit more complicated today. It's true that there are many journals, books, and papers that are essentially classified as vanity publishing. This is where an author might just write something and it gets posted on the web, or even just pays a fee and it just gets published. No questions asked. This type of resource you want to avoid in most cases. There needs to be some vetting process here. So, if a book or article is not behind a paywall or subscription, it is open access. Simply put, this general phrase means that an article has been made freely accessible to anyone with an internet connection to view it. There are no subscription fees for the user. You just click on it and read it. To make these articles free, however, the author, institution, or other funding organization usually has to pay a substantial fee to make this information available to the public. This is great for sharing scientific research with a broader audience. Some have more relaxed acceptance criteria than others, so make sure that you review the homepage of any open access journals to see if they have a solid peer review process before you use them. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of quality open access titles out there today. I want to give you a couple of examples that you can trust. Okay? One major open access title that you can trust is called PLOS One, or Public Library of Science Journal. This is a great open web source at your disposal, and you should keep it bookmarks for your research purposes. You can find it at journals.plos.org/PLOS1. This is great because the scope of coverage is very broad in terms of addressing most disciplines in science and medicine. This journal is peer-reviewed. It has a small peer review process, but it does have one nonetheless. This journal is still one of, if not the largest journal in terms of numbers of papers published per year, putting out around 30,000 a year. Another great example is ScienceDirect's open access titles, which you can find by accessing ScienceDirect via the UAH library homepage here at uah.edu/library, and then clicking on this Articles and Databases tab. You'll find a quick start menu here where you'll find the ScienceDirect database. Once there, let's say we search for something such as gravity. I'll get a list of all access types at our disposal. However, I can use this filter on the right up here that says all access types and change it to just open access articles. There are so many freely available sources here that you'd get even if you weren't a UAH student, but you wouldn't necessarily be able to find it without such a filter as this. You'll see a tag here that says open access and a little orange box. This indicates that this is a freely available title. These are good examples of open access articles that you can trust, mainly because we know that everything in ScienceDirect comes from a peer-reviewed and trustworthy journal. So, when in doubt, stick to the open access titles within our databases, and you'll be fine. If on the web, make sure you check out that journal's homepage to see if they have a peer review process. If not, they are probably just a publication that takes money from an author and publishes that article without fact-checking it. Ask a librarian if you can't decide. We're here to help.